everyone, so today I am doing a first impression on this foundation by LA Girl. This huge package arrived and I unboxed it in my recent unboxing haul and asked you guys if you wanted to see a first impression. You guys said heck yes. So yeah, they sent me this huge box full of foundation. TBH, I really wanted to film this today because this box has been on my floor and it's huge and I keep like tripping over it. So I was like, I need to film it so that I can put it away. So that's what I'm doing today. This is what it looks like, and this foundation I did a first impression on it previously and I think I ended up really liking it from memory. I actually haven't used it in a while. I need to. I've got the white one too, which is really good for mixing. This is the Pro Coverage HD High Definition Long Wear Illuminating Foundation. And the one today we are trying is different. This one is called the Pro.Matte HD High Definition Long Wear Matte Foundation. So I'm assuming it's kind of like a matte version, so hopefully I enjoy it. The packaging is way cooler. This one kind of looks like Makeup Forever HD. It's quite plasticky, whereas this one's like in a glass bottle with a nice matte lid and it just feels like expensive. You get 30 ml of product, which is good. That's just the average amount. This one though, you get 28 grams, or mil, I should say, not grams, milliliters. There are 14 shades. This is the lightest shade, and then this is the darkest shade. So today I'm going to prime half of my face using my Hangover Primer by Too Faced. I'm just going to prime this side of my face. Oh, I forgot to pin back my hair, just so we can see if there's any difference with the longevity and application on this side of my face. Okay, now I've just randomly grabbed 3 shades to start with, and I'm just gonna swatch all 3 of these on my face while the primer sinks in, just so I can choose a shade. This one here is shade Sand. Ooh, looks so much darker, so that's probably gonna be a bit too dark. This one looks better already. This shade here is called Medium Beige. Honestly, that looks like it's probably going to be about bang on. Just to show you, the last shade I have here is Light Tan. It's probably going to be too dark though. I'm pretty sure it was darker than the other two. Ooh, that's definitely way too dark for me still. We're going to go with Medium Beige today. So I've got the little brush here that came with the press kit. This is the LA Girl 108 brush. So this here says it is medium to full coverage and smooth long wear suede finish. And it says to apply with a sponge or brush. So I'm going to start on the primed side today. I'm just going to take a little bit first because I don't really know how much to use. The pump is really good. It's very easy to control, like with a little part pump. I'm going to start blending. Is this going to be way too orange for me? Okay, so I've got medium beige still, just in case I need a little bit to darken up this shade, but this shade here is beige. So we're gonna try beige now, because that other one was just a bit too orangey slash dark for me right now. So let's try beige. That's way better. Way better. I think this is the 4th lightest shade or so. Feels very lightweight and kind of cooling too. It doesn't feel heavy as I smooth it on. It still perhaps looks a little bit too dark for me. It actually looks more dark on camera for some reason. Like it's like half a shade too dark probably. And that little amount went quite a long way. I did all my cheeks with it and it covered pretty good in my opinion. I would probably just build it up a little bit to see if it's buildable and see if I can get an even more flawless coverage with it. It does say medium to full coverage, so I agree that's definitely like a good solid medium coverage right there. Hopefully it doesn't oxidize, because if it oxidizes it's going to be way too dark for me. It looks lighter as soon as you put it on, and then when it dries down it goes a little bit darker, so that's something just to keep in mind. Like the Fenty foundation and everything. The brush is good, it's just a little bit scratchy, but it works. I just quickly applied some all down my neck, because my neck is so pale compared to like my chest, so just to even it all out. And I'm going to do the unprimed side now, and then I will try to build it up a little bit so we can see how buildable it is. Ooh. It seems to apply really nicely without a primer, like it buffs out really quickly. It actually looks so nice on the unprimed side. I cannot see any pores. Wow, and it looks obviously a little bit more matte on the unprimed side because there's no, you know, moisture. Not no moisture, but you know what I mean. This side, it's a very hydrating primer, so it probably gave me a little bit more of a glow, which to be honest, I'd probably prefer this look. But if you are looking for that more matte look, you might want to use a matte primer or use no primer. Definitely looks like velvet on this side, with no primer. Both sides look really good though, but this side just looks like extreme no pores. And it's applying decently on my nose, like it's not separating too much. It's a little bit, but I usually have a little bit of separation on my nose for whatever reason, I don't know. I actually really like the way that looks with no primer, and I feel like the coverage is just a smidgen higher with no coverage. I mean, with no coverage, with no primer. So before I start building it up, let me zoom you in quickly. I feel like I haven't applied this side very evenly. I need to like go back and like add a little bit more down here, but ignore that. So you still on the side cannot really see many pores whatsoever. It looks very smooth. Just want a little bit more coverage, so we'll build it up. This side though looks like velvet, like it says. It does look like velvet. It's got a really nice finish. So I'm just going to add a little bit more. With that second layer, it's a really good coverage. I've missed another patch. How do I keep missing patches on this side but not the other side? Anyway, this side with 2 layers looks good. Obviously I used much more product on this side than that side, so no primer seems to obviously work a little bit better, but we'll see how it looks throughout the day and confirm that later, just in case it turns to shit on this side but it looks good on this side. You know, who knows what's gonna happen. And I'm just gonna leave my forehead with a little bit less coverage because I enjoy my freckles up there, but you can see where like it's not blended properly. Like you need to be careful to blend it properly, otherwise yeah, you can see like the streaks of pigment. It's not very forgiving. So on the LA Girl website it goes for $10 US, and you can get it on ULTA and select ULTA stores. It says it'll keep you shine free all day. It's a creamy liquid formula, provides smooth and buildable coverage for day and nighttime wear, minimize the appearance of pores and fine lines for an even soft focus effect. It's paraben free with added vitamin E, B5 and sunflower oil. So yeah, I definitely think it is really nice over the pores. It's a nice buildable coverage. It's a really nice finish, and it doesn't feel heavy whatsoever. Like I can't even really feel it on my face, even this side with a couple of layers. Like it feels quite lightweight and doesn't feel drying either. You know, sometimes when you put on a matte foundation and you're like blending it in and it feels quite heavy and dry, like this one doesn't feel like that. So far I am optimistic. I don't usually like a matte finish, but once I do the rest of my makeup and add highlighter, that's when I'll probably love it. So yeah, in saying that though, I do not dislike the finish. I still think it looks really pretty, so I will head off, do the rest of my makeup. It's 9 AM by the way. 9 AM. Remember that, Shannon, I always forget. Hey guys, so the time is now 10:30, so it's only been on for an hour and a half, but I just wanted to show you guys, lipstick. I just wanted to show you guys how my makeup looks now that I'm completely finished with it. I just filmed an everyday makeup routine video, like my normal everyday makeup look. So I'll link that down below if you want to go watch it. Yeah, basically it's looking amazing. Like I said, you know, once I put on the highlighter and everything and my skin looks a little bit more radiant, I am obsessed with the way this is looking. It does not look cakey anywhere. It doesn't look heavy anywhere. This is after I've like set it with a powder. I used the Cover FX pressed powder, by the way, which is like kind of the normal one I usually use, and it looks so buttery smooth. It kind of looks like the Huda Beauty one. Like it reminds me of the way my skin looks. It does a very similar job of like smoothing my skin and just minimizing pores, and it's a very similar kind of finish. I don't know, I am very, very happy with the way it's looking so far. So I do hope it stays on really nicely and hopefully it doesn't fade anywhere. Obviously so far it hasn't, but it's only been on for a very short time. So I'm gonna go about my day and I will come see you guys in a few more hours. Hey everyone, quick update. It is now 2 o'clock, so what's that, 5 hours I think? 9, 10, yeah. And the only place it's faded a tiny bit is around the mouth, maybe from me eating or something, because the rest looks incredible. Seriously, it has not faded anywhere. It hasn't really melted around my nostrils. I can kind of see it starting to slightly. It's just starting to look a little bit shiny, but apart from that, like it hasn't sunk into fine lines, gone cakey, faded, flaked, nothing. It looks amazing still, and I'll show you up close real quick because I didn't show you up close earlier, I don't think. With the darker exposure you can see everything, and like look how nice my skin looks still. I'm pretty impressed. The only thing is the color's a little bit off, I think. It's a little bit too dark. I feel like it dried down a little bit lighter, darker than when you first put it on. It's just a little bit, it didn't really oxidize, it just dries darker like the Fenty Beauty one. So I'll talk to you guys again very soon. Hey guys, my lipstick is looking a bit average at this point, but the foundation still looks amazing. Like minimal fading, if any. I'm just saying minimal because I feel like it's slightly a little bit maybe. It hasn't melted any more than last time, so I was lying. I feel like I've got a little bit of oil up here, but not much. Most of what you're seeing is just highlighter. It looks so good. Doesn't look cakey. Doesn't look flaky. Hasn't gripped onto any dry skin, which I have so much of that right now. It's looking so good. So good. It looks a bit orange in this lighting, but the sun's like gone behind the house. It's quite late. Oh, did I say? 6:09 p.m. So it's been on for 9 hours. This is looking pretty good for 9 hours. So I'm going out for dinner and a movie now. I will come back at the very end of the day. Hey guys, so it is currently 9:20 p.m. We didn't end up going out for a movie. We just went out for dinner, came home, had a spa, and here I am. This is how the makeup has basically come out. I think the only difference is it's a little bit oily just at the top of my forehead. I did just have this like super hot spa. It's barely faded. Look at that. Like there's like the tiniest amount of fading, but it's been on for 12 hours, over 12 hours. Like I think it's done pretty amazing. On the non-prime side, it's even better. I think both sides worked just fine. If you want a super matte finish, either don't use a primer or use like a mattifying primer. I still like the way it looked with the kind of hydrating primer. So it's totally up to you. You can kind of see like a few of my freckles are popping through, but it's still like concealing the redness, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't look bad. So overall, I am absolutely blown away, to be honest. Like this is a very affordable foundation. It lasted amazing, and hopefully like honestly like our spa is so hot, and we were in there for like an hour. Honestly, I was so hot. So considering my face has not melted off, I'm just so impressed. I think even if you have oily skin, you should definitely try this out, because obviously it did a pretty good job at keeping away the shine. It's just a little bit up here, but to be fair, I used less product up here, didn't I? So I don't know if that makes a difference. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have tried this foundation, and if so, what are your thoughts? Let us know down below in the comments so we can all like work together. Hopefully it works for heaps of you guys too. I'm definitely going to continue using this, and I think I need to do some new like drugstore full face first impressions. So make sure you thumbs up this video if you agree, and I will talk to you guys in my next one. Bye!